What's up guys, Tech and Tyler, and today I'm going to show you this really cool fluorescent table lamp. I'm not really too sure of the manufacturer of this lamp. There's no name on it, and there's nothing to really say like the year or the model, the make of it, nothing, not even on the bottom of it. So I'm not too sure the manufacturer of it, but I picked this up recently and I've never seen a lamp like this, and I thought it was pretty interesting because when I bought it, I thought originally it was going to be like a 22 watt fluorescent Circline, but actually it was a 32 watt fluorescent Circline, which I thought was really neat because you don't really see too many fixtures or lamps that have them unless they're for the ceilings, but not really for table lamps. So I thought this was really cool. I've always wanted something like this. I've seen them around. They make all sorts of different variations of like floor lamps and table lamps that take these types of bulbs, but they're so hard to find. So I was super ecstatic to get this, and I'm going to put it to pretty good use. But yeah, like I said, it's a 32 watt Circline fixture, and when I got it, it came with this bulb here, which on the little end cap here has the old GE logo. If I flip it around here on the etch, it's the old General Electric etch where it's underneath the glass inside of it and not on the surface, so it won't wipe away or nothing like that. But it's I would say that this bulb is probably original to this fixture, and from what I've gathered so far is it's somewhere in the 1940s is when this was made. The person said it was from like 42, they think, but not too sure. But I'd probably agree with it being possibly the 40s, maybe 50s, somewhere in there. Not too sure, but there's no information on it to give, unfortunately, of like a date code or of a manufacturer. It might say the manufacturer inside of it on a sticker, but I don't really want to take that apart and ruin it because it's got a felt type of material on it to when you set it down it doesn't scratch the surface, and I don't want to destroy that. I want to keep it original, but I'll eventually find out one day the branding of it, but for right now I'm not too sure. But this cover here, I already unscrewed the little cap bolt for the top of it, the little nut, and if I take this off here, as you can see, I had to install a new bulb considering this one's burned out here. So the one that I put in it is a newer GE cool white bulb for it, which the one that came with it is a white color. They never really specified the white, but usually they would be about anywhere between 3,000 to 3,500 Kelvin for temperature. I like cool white, so I try to put cool white bulbs in all of my fixtures, even in the shop here. Every fluorescent light I have has cool white bulbs in it. But yeah, it would have been really cool to have the original bulb working, but unfortunately it's burned out. But the way that it gets installed, which is pretty neat too, is it's on this metal bar here. It splits into two pieces, so the wires come up and over here to the manual preheat switch, and the bulb sits in this connector here that it plugs in at, and it's spring loaded. And over here was another little clip that would have held it. Unfortunately, it's broken. It was broken when I got it, so I had to zip tie it to the frame here, which is fine. That's no big deal, but I had to zip tie it because if I don't, it doesn't connect into here, because since this is spring loaded. So this is what I had to do for right now, which is fine. Maybe one day I could be able to find a replacement of one of these, but I highly doubt it considering that the age of it, and there's probably very few places I could look for to even find parts for this. There might not even be replacement parts existing for this. But if you look here on the on the little plug here, it says GE Co on it, so that's pretty neat that this part of it was made by GE. So I kind of wonder then if this fixture was made by GE. That would be pretty cool if it was. I bet if they have a GE connector here for the bulb, there's possibly a GE ballast in the base of this as well. But yeah, this fixture is super unique because of the design work here, and it's just very like, I'm not going to say Art Deco, but it kind of is Art Deco, but it's very it might be, I don't know, I'd probably call this like somewhat Art Deco Gothic for the age, which I think is pretty cool. I love old lamps and fixtures that had like that Art Deco Gothic look to them, so it's really cool. But yeah, it's got a bolt here. It's 2 screws on both sides here, and then there's 2 screws on both sides here, and 2 screws here. When you unscrew these two, this whole piece can unclip, separate, and then you unscrew these to unscrew this if you wanted to possibly raise or change out this whole piece, or if you wanted to, for some reason, if somebody got this and they didn't like that it was fluorescent, they could have changed it out to incandescent, which I'm really glad that nobody decided to rip all this apart and just put a socket on it. And they kept it original, which is awesome, because I've never seen a lamp like this, and I'm really glad that I got something like this. I've always wanted a lamp like this, and I finally did. So I already have the lamp plugged in, so I'm going to show you it turning on, which, like I said, there's a little switch right here. It's a little micro switch here for the manual preheat, which the red is for when you preheat and the black is for on and off. So if I hold this down here, comes on, no problem at all, works fantastic. The bulb I put in, it's brand new, so it's nice and bright, and it's very quiet too. The ballast has a little bit of hum in it, but not much at all. I personally kind of like it when some fixtures have that hum in it, but for applications like this where you're going to have them in like a living room or in a bedroom or as accent lighting, it's nice that they're quiet. So it's really nice, it's really cool and nice that this one's quiet. I enjoy that it's quiet, so you can have it on and it won't be annoying. I have some lights that buzz really loud, and it can be annoying sometimes, but yeah, it puts off a really nice, bright, cool white, and in a room it lights it up really nice as accent light. I enjoy accent light a lot more versus overhead light. It's just nice, and it's like a nice calm feeling. It's not, crazy all over the place. It's just a comfortable feeling. But yeah, this is what it looks like with the shade off, and if I put this shade back on it, it directs it more down, and it's super nice, lights up the area really well. And it, for an old fluorescent table lamp, it does what it does. And I just think it looks really cool. I love these types of lamps. And for it being its age and still in really good condition and it's still working is impressive. So I love it when I get these types of fixtures and lamps that have all the original hardware, original ballast, original wiring if possible. It's just nice to have it all original, which unfortunately, and I'm going to turn it off here. With the plug, I'll probably eventually have to replace the end of the plug here, which it's got a really nice old ivory looking Bakelite sort of plastic end on it. But unfortunately, if you look right here, the wire's starting to split. It's probably starting to dry rot this cord a little bit, so I'll eventually one day have to replace this cord. But for right now, the cord is good. It's just right here from the angle of it being plugged in probably like this over the years. So, but for right now, I'm going to keep it how it is, and I'll probably just put some tape around it temporarily. But yeah, I'll plug it back in again, and we'll take another look at it cutting on. Like I said, hold the button down, and then boom. And there's a difference between the manual preheats or starter preheats, which if you're a collector and a lighting person, you understand. I do like both, but it is nice just to be able to turn on a lamp or a fixture and it automatically cuts on without having to manual preheat it. Sometimes I'll take the manual preheat fixtures and turn them preheat with the starters in them if I can, but sometimes you have to just let it be how it is. And I like to keep stuff original. I only sometimes will alter it and change it up depending on how I want to do it in the application. But for the most part, I keep everything original, and I'm definitely going to keep this one original just because of the aesthetic and the age, and there's not a way to really convert it to preheat with starters, so I'm just going to keep it manual preheat for right now, or throughout its life. But yeah, I just wanted to show this fixture off and show you the details about it and explain a little bit about it and the history about it. And I think it's really unique. I wish I had a story behind it of, you know, the history of where it like was bought and from and where it got moved to and the history of the people who had it originally, but unfortunately I don't. I love stories when it comes to getting these old things. I have many things with stories of the history of it from people I've gotten stuff from. So as I go on and show off more things and videos, if it's got a history, like little story behind it or some info on it, I'm definitely going to share it because I have tons and tons of stuff to make videos about, and I'm going to keep making videos about it. But yeah, I just wanted to show my latest acquirement here recently and make a little video showing it. And I hope y'all liked it, and I want to say thank y'all. And if you want to see any more of these videos, like and subscribe, and look out for the next video. There'll be another one coming here shortly. I'm going to try to at least make videos on stuff once a week, maybe a few times a week. It just depends on my schedule and with work and how busy I am. But I do want to say I appreciate all of the likes and comments on the videos so far, and all the subscribers that have subscribed so far to me. I was honestly not expecting that because I'm just a random person just making videos of just random stuff, and I definitely highly appreciate all of the attention so far, and wanted to say thank you. I very much appreciate it. So until next time, I thank you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.